I knew what Jenna's drinking.
Right?
Lots of tequila, my
Can't
friends.
believe how many drinks you've had tonight.
Oh, so many. Oh, so many. Welcome to Sips of the Suriel. I'm Jenna.
Oh shit, I'm Danielle.
And I'm Dina.
We're just three best friends who like to get together and talk books. We would love for you to follow along each week, just like a book club. We will tell you the week before what book we will be discussing so you can make sure you've read it. If you check our Instagram, each of us likes to make art, so we will post our art interpretation. I'm laughing because only Dina has done this in weeks and so pathetic. And
I
It's
then
know,
okay.
it's
I'm
so
carrying us
sad.
along here.
She really is. Well, she's the better of
carry
the three,
the
so
torch.
No,
Yeah, she's the more talented. So just keep carrying that torch for us, Dina.
will do.
Oh, what are we discussing today, my Dina, my love?
So today we're discussing part one of Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros, which is the second book in the Fourth Wing series. So as always, if you haven't read it yet, please pause, go read, because just like the cereal, we're spilling the tea. And speaking of tea, Jenna, what are you sipping on today?
Oh, so oh shoot, what's this one called?
lightning.
Okay, I put Lightning Kiss,
Oh,
but that can be up for debate. We don't have to go with that. It was
I'm down with
just
lightning kiss.
okay, cool.
okay. Lightning's, how about Lightning's Kiss? I don't know.
Okay, we can do it with the next
Like
name.
it's her kiss.
Lightning, like
Like she's
possessive, right?
possessing the kiss.
She's,
Yeah.
listen, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Lightning Kiss or Lightning's Kiss. You choose your poison here. Um, it is tequila or mezcal, whatever you prefer. I don't like mezcal. It's a little too smoky for me. So I
Mm.
just went tequila, pineapple juice, and chili powder and honey hot. And you just like mix it in there.
What kind of honey hot did you use? Like
Like,
real stuff that you would put on like chicken?
yeah, that's what I did. Little like
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. The
little
hot Dave's
squirt
hot
squirt.
honey.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
like that.
Did you not make a drink, Dina? Am
I
I
did
the oh,
not. So
oh,
I'm
I,
coming off of
She
my
was talking
birthday
about it. It
week.
was a birthday bender.
oh.
Like basically from Wednesday to Sunday, I drank.
Mhm.
So I took yesterday off and today,
Okay, I'm sure your liver is very thankful.
And maybe
but I was
midweek
very
it'll be enough
close.
for her to drink again.
Yeah, I was
You
very
know,
close
work
to
will get
making
to
it
her.
though. Oh
It's
yeah, for sure.
you no, you're right.
Yeah.
That was the smart choice. Oh, and lime juice. I'm so sorry. Lime juice.
That's what
Yes.
makes it
That's pretty good.
stick.
I didn't know how to make it stick. I had to FaceTime Dina
Sounds dirty.
and sip Master Bob. Insert his photo right here.
And we are not making fun of him. He thinks that it's a joke. It is not a joke. It's an official title.
He
Please comment if you guys think we made fun of him in previous episodes.
Yeah.
he needs to like just take a compliment when it's given to him.
That's his problem. Yeah.
I don't think he thinks we're serious.
I know. The
But the
thing is,
drink
every drink.
has become better because of you,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bob.
Well, I mean, we're not making them up. He's making them up.
Why would I have
exactly.
FaceTimed y'all? And just said y'all. You're welcome.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
is
Why
that?
would
That
I
I
have
sounded very
noticed.
unnatural.
why,
I'm rubbing up on you.
why would I have FaceTime y'all if I didn't know the sit master was in your household?
That's true. That's
So
true.
you could just tell
Mm.
him that and he could shove it
What
with
did I call him? What was the
you
thing?
could call him a twerk tweaker.
Twerker,
A tweaker,
tweaker.
because he was tweaking
He was
recipes. But it
tweaking
was not like
department.
a bad tweak. It was a good
No,
tweak.
it's just
You
All
didn't
funny.
positive. It was
It's a
all good,
funny
baby.
name.
It's all good, baby. All right, Danny,
Oh,
you're up, baby.
oh man.
Speaking of it,
Tangents.
but being all good, baby.
All right, here we go. We're picking up right where we left off at the end of Fourth Wing. Ta-da, Brennan's alive, right?
Oh wait, did we
Yay.
even say this is Iron Flame?
Yes.
Okay,
Dina
my
said
bad.
it.
My bad.
I can't. Okay. Too many drinks for you. All right. So Violet wakes up after her fight. Wait, oh my God. I don't know
Oh,
why I'm
sorry.
like, I can't look at my screen
I
right now. The green is not green enough for me. Sorry, pause.
I also might have put words in there that don't belong, which I'm
No,
noticing at
it's
the
not you. It's
moment.
me
What happened?
being old. It's like I jinxed myself at the eye doctor
Can't
today.
say.
She was like, "Are you having trouble night vision or is your vision changed?" I was like, "No." And now I jinxed myself.
See,
Lovely.
this should say with Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Violet wakes up after her fight with the venom to find her brother Brennan. He's still alive, and it was one that healed her. And I totally forgot that he was a healer. So when like that popped up, I was like, oh, right. That's like a really clutch skill.
Oh yeah.
Right? And they're all pretty powerful, these Soaring Gales. So Brennan now goes by the name Lieutenant Colonel. Are we saying Asseray? Asseray?
It that works for
Asserie?
me.
Okay, something like
Ass
that.
fry. No.
Asseray. And
I'm
he's
sure that's not.
leading the rebellion. They're at the Royston house to discuss battle strategy. Brennan and Violet catch up after the meeting, and Mira doesn't know he's alive. Brennan tells Violet that he thinks Venom will go after Navarre soon, but Melgren thinks that the wards are infallible, so he doesn't want to alert the people. The scribes have wiped all the knowledge about Venom and wyverns, because, that's super important.
These scribes have a lot of power if you think about it,
Honestly,
because
and
don't they say that like the people that write the history are the ones that hold the power?
Yeah.
yes, because I just read a line in Onyx Storm, and I noted it for when we do that, and it
Ooh,
was
look at
Mm.
the
you.
dad, because he was a scribe. He
Mhm.
says that history is what people write of it. It's their personal accounts for it, and to like
Yeah.
trust nobody and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So it's true. Like they have all this power. They could write the story however they want it, or it
Well,
could be
yeah,
that,
they interpret history basically.
yeah,
They're
Mhm.
supposed to be writing it word for word, but it's only saved how they save it or what the higher ups of the scribes are told to save of it.
right. Because then you got the people in charge of like the scribes.
Mhm.
Like, what's his name? Melgren? No, not Melgren. The other guy.
Mhm.
Starts with an M. Markham. He's the
Markham.
head. He's the head of
Yeah.
the scribes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's a
I
dick.
don't like any of these freaking
Mm-mm.
No, all the older people
ups.
suck. They all seem in cahoots with each other.
Oh yeah,
All right, off
for sure.
topic. Anyway,
Okay.
well, not off topic, off here. Anyway, Orisha is being rebuilt and had a wardstone, but the science of activating a wardstone is lost
Mm.
because all important information is gone.
Mhm.
The group decides to return to Beskayeth, and Xaden will continue to train Violet to ensure she can shield herself from Dane. Very important.
Ugh.
And Darna has doubled in size, and her scales are black. Holy crap. Did that shock anyone? Because
Yes, I did not see the black coming.
no. But then at this
Same.
point, she's like, but they're black with like iridescent hues. She was like,
Shimmer.
oh, wait, today she looks more purple. Oh, wait, today she
Mhm.
looks more this color.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool. So they bring her back to the Vale so she can enter her dreamless sleep and finish her growth process. And this part was so funny. Uh, she's just like a little sassy teenage dragon.
She's like waking up and
Do I need
saying
to kill
that
anybody?
comment.
No, go back to sleep. I love it.
She's so cute.
Violet is still mad at Xaden for keeping things from her,
No.
including that her brother was alive. I mean, can we do it for the good of the citizens and the people, right? Come
Yeah,
on.
Mhm.
You're
I
bigger than
get
this.
I get
Mhm.
like the whole like brother being dead thing is probably a big deal, but can we understand why?
Well, yeah,
Right.
because now that you know, like at the end of this, you're just like, oh, she would do the
Yeah.
same freaking thing.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, back at the quadrant, Xaden and Violet immediately head to Liam's room to grab his things so they won't be burned. And I completely forgot that this is
Wait,
what they
can we
did to.
time out about this?
Oh, sure.
So you know how like the whole like rule is that you burn like
For
nothing.
Malik.
Yeah, nothing is supposed to be left behind of the dead.
Right.
Everything's supposed to be burned for like an offering to Malik. Like the god of death, I guess. Like, but like, first of all, why? Do we know why? Do we know why everything has to be destroyed? Like, what's the purpose of that?
Ooh. I
And the
don't
fact,
know.
and the fact that it's highlighted in these books that like certain people, like Brennan, even though he's not dead, her dad's stuff is not all burnt. And now
Mm-hmm.
Liam's stuff is not all burnt. I wonder if that's eventually going to come back around as important that those particular people's stuff was not burnt.
Well, they said something in Onyx Storm in the beginning. Um, I can't say it. I think it's spoiling things.
Oh,
Crap, should I just say it? No, I can't say it because this is the Iron Flame. We're not talking about Onyx Storm. But anyway,
oh
they
no.
do say it in Onyx Storm about certain things not being burned. But that's all I can say.
I don't know if I remember. Oh no.
Hmm.
I'll get the page. I don't
Yeah.
want to ruin it on here right now.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
All right.
it.
Someone write a note and remind me to go back to that. Okay. Should I
Okay,
keep going?
keep going.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Violet, okay, back at the quadrant. Violet immediately heads to Liam's room to grab his things so they won't be burned. Violet asks Rhiannon to keep the pile of letters they got from Liam's room safe. As they walk for roll calls, Aiden and Garrick's names are called out on the death roll. Super awkward. And everybody
That
turns and
was
like,
actually, I thought that was so funny.
and they're
It
like,
was,
hey,
right?
hey, did you just call my name? Because I'm right here.
Like Zayden even says, "Well, this is awkward."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Zayden accuses Colonel Atos of sending them into combat. And Violet's mother's reaction makes her think that she genuinely had nothing to do with it because her mom was actually like, oh, is that true? Asshole. Okay, here you go. Bye.
Yeah. Also, like, does she not know that the death roll, like, that Zayden's name was going to be called out because, oh, did we already know about her and him? No, never mind. Never mind. Never
Oh,
mind.
oh,
Uh-oh.
oh, oh,
It's
oh.
later
Uh-oh.
on. It's like, I mean,
Uh-oh.
it's later on in this book, but
Oh, okay, but not part one.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Never mind. Okay. Okay.
No, I know we're getting so ahead of
Sorry.
There's so much. That's why it's a two-parter. There's so much in this book.
Exactly.
All right, so General Soaring Gale. Oh, also because she was just like she thought Violet was hurt, and because she was gone for
Oh,
days, so she
yes,
was like,
yes.
"Oh, Violet, I'm so shocked to see you." So of course she's gonna be like taking her daughter's word finally.
Hmm.
But anyway, so then she asks questions, then questions Atos, asking why he could empty an outpost beyond the wards just for war games. Like, why? What makes you think he could do that?
Very suspicious.
Of
No.
course, he doesn't have a good answer, and General Soaring Gale asks to see him in her office,
Mm-mm.
and then bye bye Atos.
He's
Zayden graduates and is officially a lieutenant in the Army of Navarre, so a new wing leader will be assigned to Fourth Wing. Dane is their new wing leader, and Rhiannon is the new squad leader. So
Yay.
excited for her.
Hmm. I did
she
like that she
deserves it.
became squad leader. Yeah.
Deserves it.
She'd kick ass.
Hmm.
Zayden is preparing to depart, but Violet refuses to sleep with him since he's still upset. She's still upset about keeping secrets. I mean, I would just sleep with him anyway, because why not? And, like, I'll be mad at you later. I just really need this right now.
But also, like, I felt like she was kind of annoying to me in this
Oh,
book
yeah.
because she just would not get over the fact that he was keeping these secrets from her.
No, she couldn't stop poking him. Like, why? What else are you lying to me about?
Why don't you
Constantly.
understand?
Right. He didn't do it. Like, it's not like he was cheating on her.
She's
Hmm.
very, she was like semi-whiny in the first book, like ultra whiny in this book. Like,
Oh,
cut
for
it out.
sure.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Cut the shit.
Exactly. So Zayden maintains that he's trying to help lead a revolution, so he's going to have some secrets. Duh. Sorry. For the good of all mankind. Atos introduces them to a new spice commandment, Major Varish.
Ugh.
Ruh-roh.
That guy, fucking nightmare.
Don't like
Yeah.
that guy.
No. He has orders from Melgren saying that Violet will only be given 2 days of leave once every 14 days, which are to be used only to fly with Taryn directly to and from Sigale's duty location. Zane has the same leave policy, which means they can see each other every 7 days. And we
Which is
know.
torture for Sigale and Taryn for
Correct.
the
Hmm.
mating bond of dragons. Not
Yeah.
cool.
It's physically painful for them to be apart,
Mhm.
and they're never apart for more than 3 days at a time. And they also can't use their
Telepathy.
Telepathy.
at that distance. So that also sucks. Instead of like, hey, I
Yeah.
miss you. I'll see you in a couple days. No, we don't have any
Mhm.
of that. So they can only sense each other's emotions. It's so sad because they're like little dragon lovers.
Mm. Dragon lovers?
They are.
Literally. Lovers.
Did they say how long they were bonded before Violet bonded with Taryn?
Oh.
Hello. I'm gonna Google that while you talk.
Well,
Okay.
he's 2 years above her.
No,
Oh,
but
no,
like
no,
how
no,
long
like-
were
Oh,
Sigale and
Sigale
Taryn?
and Taryn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
All right, you keep talking. I'm gonna
Oh,
Google.
okay. Atos hints to Violet that if the truth of what happened spreads around, something might happen to Violet or Mira. And he says
Mm-mm.
secrets die with the people who keep them, which is such like a asshole thing to say.
Yeah.
On conscription day, they get ready for the new first years on the parapet. Whoa, flashbacks, right? Of
Mm,
that terrible thing. Now she's all
mhm.
cocky and confident out there.
She's out there helping him.
There,
Right.
Well, not
there's
helping him, but helping him.
there's a Reddit link that says 15 to 40 years of mated bond.
Oh,
Wow, really?
I mean, either way, that's a decent
Because
amount.
they're still not
yeah.
bonded long enough to have that longevity bond that they talk
Because they're
about.
like hundreds of years old. They've only been mated for like 40?
Oh,
Really?
all right.
Okay.
Oh, that's sad. They've been together 40 years and they don't want to spend time apart.
Oh,
So cute.
Yeah, it is. See? All
Dragons
right. Secrets
going.
die with those who keep them. Okay. All right, we're out on the parapet. Violet is surprised to see Cam, who puts his name down as Eric Greycastle. He's King Tari's third son,
I love that.
but he's
hmm.
going by Eric, which I like the spelling of it. And I'm sure I'm saying
Yeah.
it right. Eric, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's like one that looks funky that I'm like, oh, okay, I'm confident in this one.
Got this one.
She also sees Liam's younger sister, Sloane.
Mm.
She's like, oh, okay. So Sloane finally is there. She realizes who Violet is, and she's super pissed. And she accuses her of being the reason that Liam died. Because she
I
doesn't know the
don't.
whole story.
I don't know though if I mean, like, okay, she's mad because the circumstances around it led to his death, but Violet isn't the direct cause of it. Like,
No, but I guess when you
I
hear like, oh, I'm assigned to like guard Violet forever, and then you're out on a mission and she's alive, you're like, oh, fuck, he died for you.
don't know. I just feel like it's
I think she was
misplaced.
just looking for like someone to blame
Yeah,
though.
probably. She
Yeah.
doesn't know the whole story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
No. So both Eric and Sloan make it across the parapet, yay, and are assigned to Violet's squad. Actually, and Sloan was assigned to a different squad, and then
Hmm.
Violet had her switched, right?
Yeah, because she
I
felt
want
it
to say
was
yes.
her duty to like protect Liam's sister. Yeah.
Yeah. Dane, I think, did it for her. He like switched it because he was wing leader.
Dana's coming back around. He's
I
coming
know,
back
right?
around.
Swinging it back. All right, Violet actually protects Sloan when a group of first years freak out and try to run when the dragons show up, and Major Varys dragon, so this guy, Solus
Ugh.
torches them. He's red dragon, right? No, orange, orange, orange.
Orange.
Yeah, because the oranges are
Those
fucking
orange
nuts.
dragons.
No. So
Oh,
later, Rhiannon tells Violet that she thinks something is going on in the infirmary. Nolan looked terrible, and there's a room being guarded now. Mm, hint, hint, people. I didn't
Oh,
catch on to this right
I
away.
didn't either. I was like, okay, whatever.
I'm
Like,
like, oh,
Nolan's
sorry, you look so
busy.
sick.
Something, yeah, something's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So Violet goes to visit Xaden at Samara,
mm.
where he's stationed, and Xaden has been smuggling out an alloy that is used to extend the power of the wards that protects Navarre, and it can also be used to forge weapons to kill Vedin. Yay. The alloy has to be imbued with power by riders to have the ability to do so, and the power can be used up, so the alloy will eventually need to be imbued again and again, which
That
I thought was kind
bothers
of
me.
shitty.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
If it's
like,
used too many times, the material is like useless. That's annoying.
yeah.
Yeah.
All these things like run, it's like running out of magic. Like the runes only have a few things and then they run out.
The wards too. I
Yep,
mean,
the
they have to
wards.
power those bad boys back up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
That's why Mira has that
I
what's it?
still don't understand like how her
Signet.
full ability works.
I don't know how a lot of these signets work, but we're
Yeah.
just rolling with it.
We're trusting Rebecca here.
Yes.
Becky.
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 Becky
So
Yarros.
Why are you
so
doing me
back at
dirty?
this guy. Violet is ordered to the training grounds where Major Varish punishes her for not showing up with Andarna. He's like,
Ugh.
I need to see your feather tail. I need to see her.
Yeah, he has like this obsession with seeing her.
Right. And we know,
Yes.
oh shit. Now I'm putting things together for Onyx Storm.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, anyway.
Oh.
Um
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
okay, anyway.
Oh.
So
I can't wait to hear your thoughts,
oh
Danielle.
I
goodness.
know.
Okay.
Oh.
So oh God, now I lost my train of thought. But because now I'm like now I'm reeling about what I was just like thinking about. Okay, so Major Varys punishes her for not showing up with Andarna. And he makes her yield lightning strikes until she nearly burns out. And she's so burnt out that she's actually like super bright red and they like dunk her in the water, right?
She's
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
like you touch her skin and like it actually burns.
Yeah.
skin to touch.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to say. That she didn't show up with Andarna because she's in that dreamless sleep and no one can know that she's juvenile, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So during sparring sessions, suddenly someone throws a bag over Violet's head. When she regains consciousness, she sees that she's with Professor Grady, Rhiannon, Sawyer, and Riddick. There is also a group of infantry cadets and some healers and a scribe. And she's been abducted as part of the RSC Rider Survival class. And this is where I got like so irritated because I'm like, here we go again with all these stupid lessons that they have
Mm.
to overcome. And then people are getting hurt and dying. And you're trying to train people to fight for you, but then you're just killing them inside the college. It's like so
Yeah, like
stupid.
only the strongest survive here.
Yeah.
Like, okay, beat them down and then like, withdraw.
But
Not
don't
to the
kill
point
them.
of death.
Yeah.
Stupid. You need soldiers.
Right.
But anyway, they're forced to drink something that severs their connection with their dragons and also prevents them from using their signets. Apparently, this is a new development this year. Super scary.
Hmm.
They have to find a location marked on a map and secure it. There's another group out there. Their dragons are hunting them while their dragons are
So it's
hunting
like
them.
the
Yeah.
opposite dragon is hunting the opposite group's people,
Yes.
Yeah.
which
And
is
yeah. Bade is Jack Barlow's dragon. He shows up and one of the infantry guys tries to run, but he's blasted with fire and dies.
so like what was the deal? Like, I mean, I know now, but at this point I was like, why is this guy's dragon just roaming free?
Yeah, me too. I was like, where
Yeah.
the fuck did you come
Like
from?
in a cave,
Hmm.
like out of nowhere. That was
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
weird.
That should have been
Uh-huh.
a hint right there, right?
Yeah. Like a giant setup, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So Jasenia tells Violet that Jack was killed because he wanted an account of a border attack that never happened. He kept insisting that it did because his family was killed. Luckily, Jasenia has not been recording the books that Violet has been asking for because she's a really good friend.
Mhm.
Violet is looking for information on the wards and how the first six built them. So the first six dragons, right? Or the first six,
So
right?
like they're like I want to say it's oh shoot, what is their names? Lyra or who? It's the name of the. It's later on in this book, but the ones that were first bonded to the
Yeah.
first six
Oh, the
dragons.
first, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So the first six riders that were bonded to
There
the
we go.
six dragons. Got it. Okay. So moving on, Sloane isn't a very good fighter, but Violet like insists on helping her in any way she can because of how amazing Liam was and insists that Imogen train Sloane. Sloane refuses because she's being stubborn, but Violet tells her that she has 50 letters that Liam wrote for her, and every week that she trains, Violet will give her one of them. So Sloane obviously agrees because who wouldn't?
Right.
Hmm.
Surprise, surprise, leadership is purposely keeping Violet and Xaden apart. Oh my God, who saw that coming? It's probably part of the punishment for not producing Andarna to but we have to keep it a secret that Andarna is not a full-grown dragon.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
Varys is an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Varys decides to charge Violet with dereliction of duty for Andarna's refusal to appear for flight maneuver class. However, Taryn argues with Solus, saying dragons don't answer to humans, and then Taryn pierces Solus's throat as a warning.
I love that part when they were just like, Tyrion's jaw latches to his throat. I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna rip
Yes,
it out.
Darren. Yes.
He's so badass, but he's always said that like dragons don't answer to
I
humans.
love when he says that.
Yeah.
So he forces Major Varish to get on his knees and apologize, which is so awesome.
Right? Humiliating.
So Violet is back at Samara to see Xaden. Mira has now been stationed there because they need her signet to help extend the wards of the outpost. Mira explains that the wardstone's power extends out like an umbrella, with spokes and alloys boost that power at the end of the spokes, which extends its reach. Later, Xaden shares that Violet's classified information about the alloy composition and how it includes dragon eggshells.
Uh-huh.
Good.
So he's giving little nuggets to her
Yeah.
here
He
to
said,
show
ask
like
the
you can
questions.
trust me. Yeah, trust me. And if
Agreed.
you ask the right questions,
Mm-hmm.
Which is like, yeah, it was very fair. He's like, you ask me a question, I'll be honest with you. But if you don't want to ask me, I'm not going to say anything.
I think he's just still protecting her too,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, it
I
was still kind of annoying because he's like, ask me the right questions. And you're like, eh.
I know I didn't like that. I'm like, how about you just like say it instead of like having
Well,
her
he still
protect you?
has the world to protect. He needs to
I know,
save
but kind of just
things.
like say it instead of playing that game of like, try again. Ask me the right
Yeah,
question.
but if she doesn't need to know, she doesn't need to know some
Whatever.
things.
Okay, fine. All right, so Violet has been avoiding Dane, but they finally have to spar. And she's like so pissed. She's like, "Don't touch me." Dane admits that he took her memory from this freaking name again,
I think we said
Abathine
it. Athabine.
Athbean, but he denies knowing that his father would be sending her into a deadly battle. He also tells her that he was just worried about her and Zayden because her mother was the one who scared Zayden. He was afraid Zayden was trying to hurt Violet. So he was saying he was doing it for like her protection, but like still like don't take someone's memories without asking them if you consider them a friend. Not nice.
Hmm. Yeah.
Major Varish takes Violet for interrogation training. Violet is given the information that the key is in the desk drawer to protect. Riddick, Rhiannon, and Sawyer are given other information, and they are told that there's a patch they can win if they manage to escape. But no group has ever done it in the past before. So it sounds like a really like intense like game of what's that thing where you can play with the room?
Oh, the escape rooms?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Um, Yeah, but like deadly. So
Yeah.
each one from the group must share a personal secret to build trust within the group. Violet chooses to say that, quote, our infantry is killing Poro
Romish.
Romish.
Poromish civilians at the border. They are then given food and water, but the water smells like the one they were given at training that disconnects them from their dragons and signets, and Violet tells them not to drink it. Violet is to sit on a chair while the other three are chained up. The interrogators attempt to extract the secrets from the cadets using threats and violence. Time passes, and Varish is dissatisfied that no one has caved and decides to take over. He brings in Dane. Dane is upset when he sees the condition Violet is in, I guess like tied up and dehydrated and all that shit.
Yeah.
Dane refuses to use his signet and walks out. Varys then punishes Violet and she blacks out. So punish equals torture and, beatings. Then we got Nolan, that I thought was a good guy,
Mm.
but he's really just someone, as Danielle would say, bitch baby. Nolan mends her and takes her back to the interrogation room. He purposely does not lock the window and then asks Varish for help with something. Suri uses his abilities to get the door open, and then the group gets their weapon and makes their way to the main door, which is locked and resistant to simple magical unlocking. Violet notices one of her daggers, which ends up unlocking the door. This is the dagger Zayden gave her.
Fancy, fancy.
So at Battle Brief, there are leaflets saying that the Poromish city has fallen to Dragonfire and that many civilians are dead. Professor Markin shuts it all down by saying it's propaganda, and then welcome back, Jack freaking Barlow was
Mm.
back from the dead. He's the
Yeah.
patient Nolan has been mending, which
This
why?
part really pissed me off.
This whole scene was awful because it's like they're sitting down and then they get all these papers about this city fallen. And the one professor looks so shocked, the one with the D that I never remember her name, Deborah or something like that.
Devara.
Yeah, Devara. And she looks shocked, like, this is news to me. We need to handle this. And then they're like, no, 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 shh. Hey, Jack's here.
Hate
Yeah.
it.
You're just like, oh,
Hate it.
great.
Yeah.
Who
Like, why did he
decided
have to
that
come
was a
back?
good idea?
Not I.
Rebecca
Who
Yarros.
Becky.
who decided Jack was the one to mend? Not Liam. Not
I
anyone
know.
else that
Yes,
fell off the parapet. Let's bring back
get
Jack.
the
Let's
evil
bring back
guy.
this jerk.
Okay, so Professor Devara says that Samara has been attacked and a rider is severely injured. So Violet leaves immediately, thinking it's either Mira or Zayden, right? They're fine though. Zayden and Violet make up and they have amazing sex. Is this when they
Finally.
do the shower scene
This
sex?
is where she leaves mid battle brief and defies orders and
Yeah,
just goes there and they have
fly.
the and he's sparring in the gym and then whoop, and then this is the
So
water scene.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
shower scene, right? Where they
Uh-huh.
the,
Yeah.
like the shower pipes and everything.
Yeah.
So good. So good. So good. Okay. So they leave to drop off daggers to pour a meal and they meet up with Serena and Catriona. Boo. Violet realizes that Catriona is the woman that Xaden was in a relationship with. She sucks.
Yeah.
Viscount Sakaris, Serena, and Kat's uncle wants to watch Violet wield her power in exchange for them to use the luminary. So this was like a weird, like it was almost like a kinky thing. He was like getting off on like watching her wield her power. It was really
It's
gross.
because well, I think
He's a
Zayden even said like he
collector.
likes to collect things.
He
Yeah.
That
likes
And
to
sounds
so he
collect
was
rare
worried.
things.
Yeah,
that sounds like a kink to me.
oh,
Yuck.
for sure. For
Okay.
sure.
So the luminary is an artifact that intensifies dragon fire, which would be great for killing venom, allowing for the forging of weapons needing to kill venom. So Xaden believes that Dakaris means to capture Violet to use her signet for his own purposes. So like as like a little like personal like weapon for
Yeah.
himself.
Hmm. His own little
Personal.
collection.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Mm,
Put
don't
it
like
in
that
his
guy.
collection.
Nope. Sus.
Okay, so when Violet returns to Basgaeth, Varish is about to punish Violet, but Professor Kaori intervenes. Violet panics that Varish will check her jacket and find the dagger that Xaden gave her, but
Oh, that was
Rhiannon
so
was able
intense.
to like pull it through the wall with her signet. Like she kind of just gave her like these eyes and
Yeah, she saw her
like
in the
notifying
hallway
her. Yeah. And
and
so
she's like, oh
Rhiannon,
shit.
she's gotcha. Wing leader's gotcha. Um, so of course, then Rhiannon wants to know why the dagger is so special. And like this whole time, been keeping Rhiannon and everybody in the dark about what happened before because she didn't
Oh, right.
want
We
to
didn't
drag them
mention that.
in.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
all her friends were like, why are you being so distant to us? And then
Hmm.
Rhiannon said to her, I know you can't tell us everything, but like, just know I'll be here for when you can tell us. And it was so
When you're
sweet.
ready. I know. But like, hello, Violet, don't you see now the other side? Like, don't you see Xaden's point of
Yeah,
view?
you're
Because now
keeping
you
secrets just
can't.
like he is keeping secrets.
Hmm. Exactly. So then she finally tells her that it's used to kill the venom, and I think she even has to like go into the venom and the wyvern and like everything that's going on from before. Then they also tell Riddick and Sawyer about it, and they all decide to help her with the research for powering the Wardstone. And Riddick says that he knows two of the first six have their journals there somewhere in Basgiath. Like, where did Riddick come, like, from knowing this? Like, how did he know this?
I know.
I don't know.
And
Just
Riddick
gotta
is
throw him in.
hilarious.
I love Riddick. And even more
Riddick,
so, like, I don't know what part you are in Onyx Storm, but in Onyx Storm, he just like,
he gets better and better each
He's
book.
got some
yeah.
zingers.
Yes, he
Yes.
does.
He's like the one-liner
And
king.
then there's this one line he just said. He was just like, I think that my humor like makes you guys forget that I'm actually like a really
Oh, yes.
Yes,
good
I remember
writer.
that line. I remember that.
Uh-huh.
That was
It was
so
so
good.
cute.
Oh,
I
Riddick.
like him. I like him
Love
so.
you. So Andarna still hasn't woken up from her sleep, and Violet's starting to worry, but Taryn says, "Don't worry," but that makes us
Normal,
worry, right? I'm like, "What's going
normal
on here? This isn't
denial.
normal."
She is in the dreamless sleep.
And
That's all he
longer.
says.
Yeah, yeah. And I think it's even longer than most of them before.
Yes,
So,
they do say hers
uh,
was a little bit longer.
yeah, scary.
Yeah.
Um, So then Jack is being all weirdly nice to everybody, and Eric ends up bonding with the blue club tail, and Sloane bonds with the red dagger tail. So yay! They
Yay,
took
All
red
their
and
good,
dragon.
blue.
all good
Yay!
dragons. I especially
Yeah,
like the blue dragons.
I
Yeah.
know. That's
What was your favorite
Sigale.
color?
So I like that for Eric.
You would want Sigale as your
Hmm.
dragon or no?
Oh yeah, I love Sigale.
She's
I-
scary.
I'd
She,
want
but
Taryn.
I love a scary female.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're right. I think I'd
Me,
rather Taryn though.
Well, yeah,
right?
because
Just the grumpiness.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I won't say anything.
I know. I was like,
After Onyx Storm, I'll give you my rationale why I would take Sigale.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
okay, okay, cool. After threshing, it's Violet's turn to be on watch. I guess they're like taking turn, like as the second year, she has different duties now. And of course, four assassins decide to show up, and shockingly, Jack Barlow also shows up, but ends up saving her.
Yeah.
Like there's like this fight and he comes in and he ends up helping her out and he didn't realize that it was her when he went to save her. But he said like since he's been given a second chance at life, he sees things differently now and now they're even.
Which is hilarious because she goes, that doesn't even make any sense.
Right.
Like,
And
I
I was
killed
like,
him. How are we even?
that doesn't make any sense at all. And I still don't trust him. He's
No, I
being
was just
weird.
like,
She
he's
has
up to something.
good sense about
Yeah.
her. Like a good,
Yeah.
like, what's that called? Like a sixth sense.
Hmm.
Yep.
So Jacinia located the vault that the journals are probably in, but it's warded, and they need someone from King Tari's bloodline to get through since it's a royal vault. And
This is
dun dun
cool.
dun,
I
here
know. I
comes
think it's
Eric.
exciting. I like the
Violet.
spelling of his name too. Is that weird?
I
No,
said that.
no, yeah.
We did. Sorry. My
That was
bad.
funny.
Sorry.
So Violet tells Eric about their plan. However, he sees Zayden there and immediately accuses him of killing his brother Alec, which was his older brother, and I think he's the second
And
in
the
line, right?
Yeah, he's the
Or
twin.
was the
I
second
think
in line.
Alec was the first.
Well, Alec
Was
and
he?
Holden are twins.
Yeah, yeah. I think Alec was the first. Now it's Halden. That's because Alec is dead.
Yes.
So then they were letting Alec enter in to the dragon, like the writer's quadrant, being,
Maybe not. Then maybe I'm wrong.
I'm like,
Really
because
wrong.
I don't know. Maybe.
You can't have two dead brothers. You can't have two
Right.
dead ones.
I guess
Yeah.
not.
It only
We got
talks about
three
the one.
brothers here, so eh.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
So Zayden responds that Alec was a murderous prick who deserved to die.
I love
Okay.
his like bluntness. It's so
Yeah, right.
No. Aye. So Eric still agrees with the plan since he still hates his father more. So then I wonder, like, Eric hates Halden, but he
yes.
was okay with Alec.
I think he's like really annoyed by Halden.
Yeah. So, interesting.
It
It's just it's weird. But
It
okay.
is.
So yeah, he hates his father more. Point of the story is he's willing to help out. They only have an hour though, so Eric pulls Violet through the ward to help search for the journals. Oh, there it is. Warwick and Lyra are the
Yeah,
two
yeah,
that
yeah,
they're
yeah.
they're able to find.
Hmm.
So of course they find it just in the nick of time, and Eric's hands are injured from grabbing the journals through the ward. I guess it had some magic on it still. And then Violet tells Zayden to take Warwick's journal to Brennan to translate, and then she keeps Lyra's or Lyra.
That's right. I think it's Lyra.
Lyra, right?
I think it's Lyra.
So then Nolan approaches Violet with some lemonade and she sees Jack nearby. Like, hello, red flag. Um, she drinks the lemonade and realizes there's something is wrong and she can't communicate with Taryn anymore. And then in steps Major Barish. So when I was trying to figure out what to name this drink or like what to like inspire the drink, this was kind of what I had in mind with the lemonade. But then the drinks that I was coming up, I was like, no, these sound really gross. But
Eliminated betrayal.
I was thinking the Severine sip,
Ooh, I
right?
like
But I
that.
was like, I don't know, I need a better lemonade or lemon drink. So maybe for part two, we'll
Hey,
see.
Okay.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
always
yeah.
potential. I like that.
Right?
I like lemonade.
Oh, you know what? Like Jack honey and lemonade.
Oh, get Bob on it. Get Sip Master on it.
The
Um,
master,
yes.
please.
And
Sip.
then we have Jack Barlow. Like, oh, we can call it the
Oh, yeah,
Jack.
there
Oh
you
no.
go.
And it's
Oh,
the Severine sip. Oh my gosh, it's coming together.
there you
Okay.
This is
go.
great.
We have
Yeah.
part two already.
This is like should be a real cocktail.
I
Like
know, right?
on menus.
Mhm. Okay. So then let's see. So Violet ends up waking up in a prison cell. Nolan asks her why she stole
Eat this.
Lyra's. Oh my God.
Sure.
Lyra's. Dang it.
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
say Lyra's.
oh,
Lyra's.
okay. Or
I
you
don't
do
know.
you. You do you.
Whatever way it comes out when I say it, that's what it's
There
gonna
you
be.
go.
Win every
So he
time.
wants to know why she has the journal, which he now has in his possession. They tripped the wards when they went and stole the journals, and that sent an alarm to Markham. And they want to know how she did it. And then they have another cadet there who can detect lies. Her name is Nora.
Oh,
Mhm.
this part was crazy. Yeah.
Oh. So Violet is tortured, and she's in and out of it. And then while she's in and out of it, she imagines Liam is talking to her and
Oh,
telling her to stay strong. This was so freaking sad.
I was like, oh,
Sh-
she's really like gonna die. Like she's saying dead people.
So many theories, though,
Mm,
on like why he came to her.
Yeah, the
hmm
one about the runes, right?
There's the one about the runes. There's the one that like his soul isn't condemned to Malik because she didn't burn his stuff, so he gets to come
Oh,
back to her. The runes about like yeah, like he
he put himself in
the
them.
wood carving things that he
hmm
like made
Yeah.
for her, so he had like an access point to her still, and he came back through that. She could be hallucinating. She could have a signet that's able to walk through
Oh, I
worlds.
like that one. I never
Yeah.
heard that one.
I like
But
the signet
what's,
thing.
Yeah, I
yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
who
Okay.
knows?
Keep going.
Um,
All right. She's
so
Liam.
she's been tortured for 2 days now, and many bones in her body are broken. Barish tells her um, that if Xaden breaks the codex by coming into her aid and abandoning his post, then he'll get him into the chair and start questioning him to basically start torturing him as well. It basically like opens it up to do these things to Xaden as well because he knows Xaden holds some information there. So basically, it's been a trap this whole time just to get Xaden there. The torture continues and she's mended and broken again, which how horrible.
Right.
Ugh.
No, I
And
don't
then
know what that freaking guy Nolan is thinking of, to
I
be
know,
honest.
like, how can you be okay? Like, you helped her when she was a little child, mending
Yeah,
her,
for
and then
all
now
these
you're helping
years.
them do this? Really? I don't know.
Must have had something on him. Barish had something
Yeah,
on him.
yeah. So then, of course, Dana's brought in after 5 days. Varish tells Dane that she's been conspiring to bring down the wards by stealing the journal, which contains details on how the wards are built. So Dane gets angry because he's very by the codex, and it's for Basgiath and everything here. So he leans in to read her memories, and Violet tries to force herself to focus on showing him Leon's death and the presence of the venom. And I thought for sure it was going to
Me
work. I was
too.
like, this is how she's going to beat him, and then it doesn't. He still sees that she's been smuggling the weapons, and he tells Varish, freaking Dane. So Dane is about to stab Violet with the dagger, but he turns around and ends up stabbing Varish.
That
Yay!
Woo!
Finally, even though Dane, seriously, why'd you have to even get there? But
I
okay.
know. I guess he was trying to play it.
slow.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
get, yeah, that's true.
But I do
Um,
love what he says next.
Yes.
what did he say?
Okay, so just
I
so
didn't write it down.
just keep going. I'll tell you in a second.
Okay. Oh, so then a blade just comes in and ends up killing Nora. Poor Nora. She was just there to try to get the truth out of her, right? But
I
it
know.
was it was Xaden. He killed Nora, and then Garrick's there too. So yay, Xaden.
Yes.
Violet tells Xaden that Dane saved her, and the group is on their way out when they're stopped by General Sorengale. She gives Violet the antidote for the elixir that she's been fed, that severed the severing sip.
Ever.
Violet Violet confronts her about the venom, and her mother tells her that she forced Violet away from the oh gosh, scribe quadrant to get her away from Markham, who is committed to keeping up the lies about the venom. So here we go about the history being written by those that hold the power.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
History
Um,
being manipulated.
she also says that she was the one who called in the favor from Xaden, asking him to protect her during the first year. So it was later on in this that I was saying. So I forgot what I was making a point about earlier. It had to do with when she got back. Anyways.
Um,
Um, so then the Imperium has decided that it's up to the dragon and the rider to decide if they want to leave and help the revolution. So right now, like there's a rising up. Like Xaden's coming. Like they know that they're revolting, right? So they're leaving it up to the dragon and the rider to decide what side they're going to be on. Taryn is going to wake up Andarna soon because she's still not awake.
I
And then he
know.
says, this is where he says that he's concerned because no adolescent dragon has stayed in the dreamless sleep this long. So scary stuff for this girl. Xaden addresses to all the riders and tells them to consider the truth and potentially join the revolution. So he's trying to get them to go with them. Professor Devara is one that steps forward to join them. So I'm actually okay with her. And
Yeah.
then that's probably the only one. And then along with a massive riot that flies with them to um, Arisha. So
Yeah.
that's
It
kind
was
of where
kind of
we
like,
end.
we can't just leave these people here. Let's give them a choice. And maybe they'll
Hmm.
Okay,
make the right
so
decision.
listen. So
Oh.
this
Okay.
is my favorite
Tell
part
me.
of the book. I was looking up the quote. Okay, so in Iron Flame, when Xaden rescues Violet after Dane stabs Varys, right?
Bearish. Yeah.
And Xaden comes in to the interrogation chamber and he saves Violet, right? Um, so like he like Xaden does his whole like beautiful speech, right? Like real quick, right there in front of Sorengale, General Sorengale. He's like, "I'm sorry if you expect me to do the noble thing. I warned you. I'm not sweet or soft or kind, and you fell anyway. This is what you get, Violet. Me, the good, the bad, the unforgivable, all of
Mm.
it. I am yours. You want to know something true, something real? I love you. I'm in love with you. I have been." I have been since you kissed me the first time. I'm grateful my life is tied to yours because it means I won't have to face a day without you in it. My heart only beats as long as yours does, and when you die, I'll meet Malik at your side. It's a damn good thing that you love me too because you're stuck with me in this life and every other that could possibly follow. So after he says
Oh.
this, Dane goes, "Damn, I think I might be in love with him after
Oh,
this."
yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Dane, I might forgive you after that.
Well, interesting.
Oh,
Right?
man.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I had to interrupt for that because it was such a good part.
No,
No,
that's
that was good.
perfect. Yeah, sometimes in the chapter summary, it's hard because there's so
Yeah,
much that
it's
goes
a
on
lot.
to
So
like get
much.
all that in there. Yeah. Yeah, that's such a good part.
Okay, sorry. Did
So
I?
yeah, I mean, no. I mean that basically ends part one for Iron Flame because I think it's divided in four parts. So this was part one and two. Uh,
Uh-huh.
but if we have any between the pages deep dive discussion topics, we can open it up here. I know it's a little bit harder since um we're in the middle of the book.
I did do an Instagram poll though. Let me just
Oh.
pull it up real quick. I just screenshotted it while you were talking, Dina.
Oh, and
Um,
I have my poll too.
oh, yes. Okay, so my poll was, who is your favorite side character in Iron Flame? And my
Mm,
choices were Garrick,
mm.
Bodhi, Rhiannon, or Sawyer. And it was pretty dang close. So Garrick was 36%. Rhiannon and Sawyer were split, like right at 29%, tied right there. And then poor Bodhi was only 7%.
Oh.
Really? I like Bodhi.
I
Hmm.
like Bodhi too, but for Iron Flame, I think
Yeah.
Sawyer might have been mine.
I was gonna say it's a hard thing because I feel like there wasn't too much from Garrick and Bodhi.
Hmm.
Maybe at least in the
Yeah.
first part.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
more towards
Rhiannon,
the
like
second
she was
half.
kind of pushed away a little bit. So while
Yeah.
I do like her, I feel like yeah, I would agree Sawyer would have been my
Okay.
favorite too.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Here for this book, for sure.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
And do you want to say what your poll was, Dina?
Yeah, so I was kind of stuck on what to draw for Iron Flame, and so I put up a poll on which character decided or should be like a portrait drawn of them. And it was kind of close there for a little while, but Andarna is the one that won. And I don't think I've sent it to you all, but if
Did not,
if
actually.
our people
No.
decide to watch us first, they can get a first look here because I will show you what I drew. I don't know if you can see that.
Whoa.
That's so cool. Oh my God. I'm
So I
obsessed.
try to
Wow.
capture
It's
her
like
essence, her black
Rebecca
sails.
Yarros needs to see your art.
she needs to hire you.
Jeez Louise.
That would be amazing. I would quit my day job in a heartbeat and then probably suffer every day because I'd be like, it's not good enough.
Stop.
So I'm going to send it to y'all so you can see
Yes.
it up close here.
I
But
am
yeah,
obsessed with it.
I'm very happy at the
Oh,
way
you
she
just sent
turned
it.
out. Yes.
Yay.
So I was
See.
like, I don't know if I could do Xaden justice.
Wow.
And Darna, we'll start
So
with her,
good. There's a high bar for Zayden, so
right? I know. That's why I was kind of glad Darna won.
high bar.
But yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay. So since we aren't finished yet, let's give our spoiler-free first impression of the book so far. Danielle, would you like to go first?
So I really was annoyed with the first half of the book.
Okay.
Um, I know, just because I just didn't appreciate all the not whining from Violet, but I didn't appreciate all the fighting amongst everybody at the War College. I was like so over it. I was like, can we just figure out how to defeat the bad guys? Like, let's all work together, stop
Yeah.
killing people. Like, let's be done with this and just move on.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But other than that, like, I was happy that people finally got their shit together. Like at this part, I was like, okay, bye, Varish. Like
Yeah, I
that
was
that part was good. He was a good bad guy. He was a good guy to hate.
Mm-hmm.
I personally loved Iron Flame from the get-go. I thought, minus Violet and her extreme whininess, that I could have done without.
Uh-huh.
But I thought as much as like the interrogation was terrible and the torture of Violet was terrible, I thought that whole thing was like very exciting. And then the rescue and like having Dane go from like, spineless to finally having Violet's back when it actually
Right.
mattered.
Hmm.
That I was like, thank you. And then the Zayden rescue and him being like, I was going crazy when Sigale was telling me you were being tortured and I couldn't get to you. And like,
Right.
it was just like so good because then you get like the longing and the love and the angst and then like like it just like you get the trauma of the torture and like people being killed and like it was just I thought the first half of the book was great. I was hooked from the get-go and I did stop several times and make my husband re read some Zayden quotes. I was like, look, he's so freaking amazing. I understand this is written by a woman, but still, like Zayden's amazing.
Oh my
That's
God.
hilarious. I
And
agree with both of you. Like, there was a point in the beginning of the book, I was very annoyed with Violet, and I felt like she was being a little too whiny. And I was talking to one of my other friends who was reading it at the same time, and she's like, I can't continue because I'm annoyed with Violet right now. So I don't know if she ever picked it back up. I really hope she did because like you said, Jenna, that part with the torture, like while it's torture and all that, like that's horrible. But that part was so exciting to where like I felt like we were starting to make some progress and see like, okay, this is really going down now. There's really a revolution
Yeah.
happening. What's coming next? So I'm like, for her sake, I really hope she picked it back up because then Onyx Storm, wow.
I'm not done yet.
I just went out to dinner with my friend tonight, and she said she couldn't finish Fourth Wing because she doesn't like dragons. And I
What?
Why'd she even start it?
literally stopped talking to her. No, I'm just
Who
kidding.
was it? Who was it?
You
Someone at
threw a
work?
drink in her face.
What's that?
Did she throw a drink in
I
her
was like, you
face?
threw a drink in her face and you
I
walked
was
out.
like, I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. But
That's hilarious.
okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Dina, you're gonna carry this next segment because I've been in the biggest Onyx Storm burnout
Oh,
ever.
oh.
So go for it.
Okay, so the next segment is our On the Nightstand. This is just where we briefly name books that are on our TBR or our current reads. I went on a huge bender, and I'm trying to think what I last told you all about of Blood and
You
Ether.
you
I
had
think I
that
talked to
poll
you
up
about.
and then you read it in 2 days.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, that's what the Heartless Hunter
Oh,
by
yeah, yeah,
Kristen.
yeah.
I'm gonna butcher her last name. I'm
Yeah, it
so
was a little
sorry.
bit long.
Sicarelli.
Sure.
Oh my God. So good.
Okay, because
So
that's on
good.
my TBR, so I was wondering about that.
Okay.
Yes, it's a witches
Oh, I
inspired
like witches.
story. Oh my gosh, so good. Characters were great. The next book comes out tomorrow. It's already pre-ordered. I'm gonna get it and I'm probably gonna have to read it, even though I started another one right now. But um it's only a 2 book series, so the conclusion will be in this next book. But yeah, Highly recommend.
Okay.
I finished The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle Jensen, and I
Wow.
started her next one, The Traitor Queen,
What's it?
and then The Traitor Queen.
Oh,
It's
the
book
Trader.
two.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
hmm And then I'm also reading Metal Slinger. I went ahead and started that one because
I've
I needed
heard
something.
such good things about that one. Like that's also high on I actually downloaded that on my Kindle Unlimited because I
I was
heard
gonna say that one's free, no? On Kindle Unlimited?
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I'm like, I don't know, 50 pages in and I like it so far.
You're
So
kind of like a reading maniac, Dina.
I
Honestly.
am I don't know what's happening. I can't stop.
You're kind of like a person who like has one Pringle and just can't stop eating
Yes, yes.
book
I'll eat
can.
the whole bag, the whole can.
You're
My husband's
devouring
so annoyed
every
with me.
fantasy book you can get your little hands on.
I know. I'm like, my husband's probably like so annoyed with me. And I told him like for my birthday, I just want you to leave me alone. I want to just read all day. He's like, okay,
Oh my God, I
Like I
love
want to
it.
got
pretend you
it.
don't exist for the day. Thanks. Bye.
Lock me in my book room.
Love you. Yeah. So,
So
okay.
funny.
Danielle, what are you reading? What's on your nightstand?
Still
TBR.
on Onyx Storm. It's been like a shit show over here.
Oh.
But
Okay, how far along are you?
I'm halfway through pretty much, so that's
Okay.
good. I
Yeah.
wish I had my book next to me. Um, but and then I told Jenna earlier today, I paused Quicksilver because I was doing the audio and I just like couldn't get into it. It wasn't like I wasn't vibing with it. And everybody says it's so
Ah,
good, so I
No.
need to like focus only on that and not my other stuff that I'm trying to stress over.
yeah.
So I started doing Heat of the Everflame because
Oh.
I never finished the third one.
I
Oh,
support that. I support
yeah.
that decision.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank
Heat
you.
is amazing.
And then
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
I'm, I'm still on Blood of Ether.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lots of things.
Okay. Um,
Jenna?
literally just finished Onyx Storm and have been in a reading slump ever since because like what's the point of going on with after Onyx Storm? I've literally just been reading theories and theories and
Oh,
theories.
yes. Yes.
I did find out tonight that there, for the Quicksilver fans, Danielle, if you go on the author Callie Hart's website, there is a Kingfisher chapter point of view, which I love me a morally gray character point of view chapter. Give me all the bonus chapters. So that's what I'll be doing after I get off the Zoom call here. I will be reading all about Kingfisher.
Maybe
Um,
that'll get you out of your slump.
I hope
But
so.
you're on Blood of Ether too, right?
I'm like halfway through Blood of Ether and I really like it, but like I don't have that like obsession
Mm.
right now just because I think I'm in such a hangover from Onyx.
Yeah, book hangover happens.
Book
hmm
hangovers are real, guys,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
they're harsh. So,
Yeah.
anyway, that's what's happening there.
there you go.
Yeah,
hmm
that's for that segment.
All right. Well, next episode, we are obviously going to be finishing Iron Flame Part 2.
Woo.
So please continue to listen to us, minus our tangents. We're pretty cool. All right. So make sure you follow us everywhere you listen, rate, and review, please. Please follow us on Instagram at Sips with the Suriel, Suriel. Click our link tree bio and follow us on Goodreads. We will also put our episodes each week on YouTube, so please subscribe and like. Same name, Sips with the Suriel. And follow Creative Little Pill because Dina rocks. She's super awesome for all your podcast art and digital art needs. All right, friends, keep reading to whatever end.
Bye.
Bye.